Tell me about some of your proudest moments in life.
When I got pregnant when I was 17, and I had to drop out of high school or whatever, and then I actually went to go get my GED on myself, but on my own. I actually did it. I don't know. Yeah, and raising my kids, I guess.
Yeah, how many kids?
I have 2 kids.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, they're 16 and 16 and 14.
Oh, yeah, teenagers.
Yeah, they're getting big.
Yes, they get big fast.
Yeah, they do.
Any hobbies? Any hobbies going on?
I do tattoos and I draw.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I know.
I like to do art, and I'm trying to do a cartoon right now. Yeah, it's gonna be about like, I don't know, like drugs or whatever, and like how people are getting affected by it, and like what how they go through withdrawals and how getting off of it, how it affects them. And it's gonna be like about everything, but they're gonna be like little cartoons, like, you know, like there's gonna be like this guy, he looks like a weed plant, and he's gonna be weed, or like this pill, it's like Xanax, you know, and then yeah, I don't know. I think it'll help people, I guess, like that don't do drugs, like actually feel like, you know, what people go through every day.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, to understand more.
Yeah.
What people go through.
Because people don't understand what homeless people go through, or what people on drugs go through. It's hard getting off food, drugs, and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that cycle of addiction.
Yeah, it's like probably the hardest thing I've ever had to do.
Yeah. Oh.
So. Yeah.
Well, tell me about yourself. Where were you born and raised, Nina?
I was born and raised here in Seattle.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Who raised you?
I was adopted at birth, so my adopted parents. Yeah.
What was home life like growing up for you?
Well, my adopted mom, she died when I was 10, and then it was just me and my dad, and then he was off at work all the time, so it was just me for my like most part.
Any siblings, just you?
Well, my siblings were like a lot older than me, so they moved out when I was like 10, 11.
Okay.
Yeah, it sucked, but.
Yeah. What was 10 years old? My daughter's 11, but you're by yourself a lot.
Yeah. It sucked. It really did. It was scary. At first, it was kind of fun because it would have people over, my friends and stuff over, and then it was like, just, I don't know. So it sucked going up by yourself, I guess.
It changed. Something.
Yeah, it's like you had to be a lot more sure, I guess.
Was there did you start to feel a lonely feeling?
Yeah. Yeah, especially because my mom died and stuff. It's like, and then my dad was gone all the time, so it's like, I don't know. I didn't know how to process it.
Yeah, I was just going to ask if you had support to process that. That's a big, that's a parent dying at how old?
I was 10.
10?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah. It sucked, but.
Yeah. And then you get to high school? Tell me about high school.
Well, when I was in high school, when I first started high school, I started running away and stuff like that. And so I went to this alternative school for a month, and then I was like, man, I dropped out and went to go get my GED.
Yeah.
So I didn't really go to high school like that.
Well, tell me, I'm curious, why were you running away?
I don't know. I just didn't want to be home, I guess. I don't know.
Just felt the need to run.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. I don't know. And then when my dad, he got remarried, he actually stopped working all the time, and he was always trying to be at home and stuff. And then, I had I forgot what it's called, but it's like a truancy, I guess. If I don't go to school, if I run away, I'll go to juvie.
Okay.
So I would always get caught, go to juvie for a month, and come home, and then I would do it over again.
Yeah.
So he was always trying to help me, and go to counseling and stuff like that. And then he actually went to school to be a counselor, and then so before he died, he was a counselor for 5 years, and yeah. But I felt he was a counselor, but it's he couldn't help me.
Well, it's always it reminds me, when I used to try and coach softball to my girls, and I was they will not listen, even though I'm the coach. So I told the other coach, hey, you coach my daughters, I'll coach your daughter.
Oh, that's smart. It's you don't want to listen to your parents.
But maybe it's something like that. Your dad's a counselor, but it's your dad. You're I don't know.
Right. That probably is what happened.
Just the relationship. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Through those years, I don't know, you're 17, 18, what's going on?
So, like I said, I got pregnant at 17.
Oh, right. That's right.
Yeah, so, 16, it's like that, and I was just running the streets like wild and stuff. And then, actually, I met my biological family when I was 14.
Oh, how did that happen?
That's crazy. So, when I was running away and stuff, my adopted parents put up missing posters of with my picture on it. And then my biological mom, she actually down the street at the Safeway, she went in there and was like, seeing the picture. She was like, oh, that's my daughter. And I called the number, and then I checked my voicemail, and my sister called me and was like, hey, your mom called us. And I was like, what? That's crazy. And I met her, and then it was just awkward, and then I lost contact with her. Then I met up with her again when I was 16, and I moved in with her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's huge. That's another big life transition.
Yeah.
What was that like?
At first, I thought it was like, she was the coolest mom, because she like would let us drink, like, she would party with us and stuff. And like, because I have 8 siblings, like, biologically.
So, and you just met them?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's crazy, we all met like separately. It's weird. But it was like all of us are like really close in age too, so it was like a big party, but like it was weird. But then when we got older, it was like my mom's still trying to party and stuff, and then we're like, calm down. Like, I don't know. And now it's like not fun anymore.
Yeah, something in you was like, all right.
Yeah, like, be a mom.
Yeah.
But I mean, I love her still though.
Yeah. How long did you live with her?
Until I was like in my 20s.
And at this time you have a child?
Yeah, I had 2 at the age of 21.
Right, because they're 14,
Yeah.
2 years apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
Or no, wait, it's something like that.
Around
like
20.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you have your kids.
Yeah.
Is the point. At your mom's house with you. Gotcha.
Yeah. And then we stayed there for a couple of years, and then me and my baby's dad, we moved to our own apartment in Auburn or Algona, and then me and him broke up and moved back in to the to my mom's house, and so yeah.
Gotcha. Let's see, and this is how long ago you think?
When we moved back in?
Yeah.
About like 10 years ago.
Okay, so your kids are 4, 5, 6, 7, around
around that age, yeah.
Yeah, and you move back in, and what's going on?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, so you move back in with your moms, and it's like you're just raising your kids, right? And that's your job. I mean, that is a job.
Oh yeah.
That's no joke.
Well, it's not because it's like I remember she would tell me like things like that I was doing wrong as a mother and stuff like that, and like she was trying to like mother me and tell me what to do, and I'm like sitting here and we would get in arguments. I'm like, you gave me up for adoption. Like, well, how can you tell me anything about parenting?
Right. Yeah.
But then it's like, I don't know. She was just trying to help, I guess.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I want to have a relationship with my mom now, but we don't talk at all. So.
Yeah. Well, there's always still time. I always like, go, like, even though it's hard, it's like there is still time. You never know.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, how long did you stay that time with your mom?
Couple years, I think. Yeah. And then that's when I became homeless. After that, I don't know what. I'm trying to think what happened. It was like I had a mental breakdown because everybody was dying. My aunt died, and then my best friend died, and then it was like all around the same time. And then I just like kind of like snapped, and I was like, I can't do anymore. And then my mom actually got custody of my youngest son, and then my oldest went to his dad's, and then I just become homeless because I started doing drugs and stuff. And to cope with like all that stuff. Because like everybody was dying, like literally everybody. So
and which you can't help but go, well, your mom died when you were 10. If you didn't know how or process that. Here it is, right here. When other people pass away, and and
it was like I kept it was like piling on, and it's like I don't know.
And you want relief too.
Yeah,
like some sort of relief. If you don't have this other support system,
exactly.
Like, you want some relief, and then you say you became homeless. Can you talk a little more about that transition and what that looks like?
Like, I'm trying to think, what happened the day I came homeless? Or?
Yeah, I mean, some people, go to a friend's house, they couch surf, and then that doesn't work, and then a car, or like, it's like a slow. Yeah. Or some people also are like, I'm from here to the streets. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it's like for you.
So I used to work at public storage for about 2 years, and then I got hooked on crystal meth, and I remember I was trying to hide it from everybody for a couple months. And then I got fired from my job, and I tried to hide that from my parents. But then they called my job, and it was like my property, so they're like, "Oh, she don't work here anymore." So my dad was like, "Oh, you're gonna tell us that you're going to work, but we just called your job work." And so they basically was like, "What's going on?" I told him, I was like, cause I don't know why I told him, but I should have told him. But I said I need help. I don't want to be like on drugs anymore. But I've been on drugs for a couple months, and he literally kicked me out of the house. And cause I was staying with my dad at the time, and my kids was still staying at my dad's house, and I was staying in my car outside the house.
Okay.
So I got to like take him to school every morning and stuff like that, but I couldn't come in the house. It's weird.
So you're sleeping in a car right outside your house.
Yeah.
And just so I'm clear, like the response from your parents or caregiver was, you're like, I need help, and they kicked you out of the house.
Yeah.
Not, okay, let's figure this out.
Right.
Let's call somebody and rehab, whatever.
Yeah.
Wow, that's harsh.
Exactly, I know. And so I just did that for a couple of months, and then I was like, man, screw this. And I remember leaving, and I came actually out here because my friend Shandy and Cameron, they actually had a hotel room here, and I haven't seen them since we were like in elementary school. So they're like, hey, come do this. So I was like, okay, cool. So I came out here, and then I met somebody out here, and then me and him started dating. And then I told him, I wrote a letter because I didn't want to like really like talk to him like that. It was kind of like more like a one night stand kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And I wrote like a note, and I was like nice to meet you. And then he flashed at me. He found my car, and then he busted my windows out and popped my tires and stuff. So I was actually at this hotel right there, the Oak Tree, and me and my friends were trying to find new tires, and so I can get back home and shit. And when I got back from getting the tires, the Oak Tree actually towed my car. So that's how I actually got stuck out here. And that was like about 9 years ago, I think.
And so that was you were sleeping in your car?
Yeah.
And then once that shelter is gone, you're on the street.
Yeah.
Like street.
Pretty much.
9 years ago.
Yeah. And then I moved in with my friends that I came to visit, and then they had a hotel at that hotel that they towed my car at. And then I was just going from like different people's hotels or getting my own hotels. And then we're on the streets and stuff. But, yeah. And then it was a time where after that I had a tent on Third and Pine. And then we all moved to Denny Park, and it was like do you remember when they all had the tents at Denny Park?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like that for like a year. So yeah. And then now I'm like actually living with my fiance in Capitol Hill, but I'm kind of getting better, and I'm trying to get sober now. So
yeah. Tell me about that. Man, just that fight to try and get sober.
Oh my God, it's hard. It's the hardest thing I've ever had to do. I swear to God. It sucks, guys. Nobody understands how hard it is. It's just like, it's like the devil. Like, I'm gonna get sober so bad.
Yeah.
It's like everybody's doing it, and it's hard. Fuck. I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. It's fine. Take your time.
And then, like, I used to think I was like a really strong person, but it's like I let this thing take a hold of me, and so it's like, because I do fentanyl and stuff, and it's just, I hate it. I wish I never did it. But it's like when I started doing it, it would numb me inside, and I wouldn't think about anything. And now it's like it just sucks because like everything I do right now is like to get fentanyl, you know. It's like, and then I get it, and then I smoke it, and then it's like I have to do it all over again. It sucks. It's like everybody does. Like anybody can, you know, like become homeless or like get on drugs, you know. Because before I was on drugs, I used to have my own townhouse. I had my own property. I had a job, and you know, and I had 2 cars. And I used to think that I would never have gotten on drugs and stuff. But now it's like, it sucks.
Yeah, it's just like people are stuck.
Yeah.
And you know, it's like I hear this desire, like I don't want to be stuck. I don't know how to get out of this.
I know. And that's why I want to do that cartoon I was telling you about. Because it's like, when people like look at people out here that are homeless and stuff like that, like people that don't do drugs, they're like, oh, they look at us so nasty and stuff like that. And they look at us like we're pieces of shit. And it's like, if you only knew like how hard it is, like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like you don't want this. Nobody wants it.
Right. Nobody just wants to be homeless on drugs. Like, I don't know. crazy.
Well, this kind of leads me to a question that I like to ask. Nina, is there anything that you would want the people of Seattle to know?
All of us are not bad as we seem, I guess. And it can happen to anybody at any time. I don't know. I don't know. I guess that's it.
House people do drugs too. Illegal drugs. It's not just it's like unhoused people are out there and but it's like a lot of people go behind their closed door and do a lot of drugs.
And it's funny because it's like I see people like homeless people going up pee and poop outside, they have tents outside, and it's like when you think about it, it's like if you go downtown and you ask people like these restaurants or whatever that you can go to the bathroom, they're gonna tell you no. And it's like, where do you suppose that these homeless people go poop at? We can't just hold it So if you gave us a porta potty or something like that, or or something to go put in the bathroom, then I don't think that they would do that, Or if we had more help with the things like housing and stuff like that, or and not just housing, I guess more like housing and then also counseling or something like that to actually
wraparound services.
Yeah.
Lots of things. People need lots of support in order to thrive.
Yeah.
Lots of support.
Because what they're doing is I see a lot of people they'll get housing and stuff like that, and they're like, oh yeah, get housing, but they're still doing the same thing. And it's and then it's I see people having housing and they're still on the streets. What are you doing? And it's there's oh, here's a house. It's not gonna help anything.
For a lot of people, for some people, depends, but housing's not enough.
Yeah.
It's not enough. You need more.
Right.
We all need more. Again, to thrive, we need community. We need support.
Exactly.
We need resources.
Right. And it's not just, I guess, counseling is cool and stuff like that, but I feel they need to start a program where it's just a friend, I guess, or where it's kind of a peer support, or it's if we had just that a one person assigned to somebody just to be there to talk to, or or anything just to be there to support them, it would probably help a lot. Because it's a lot of us just need somebody to talk to, and get that off our chest and stuff like that. And then help us come up with ways to get off felony, or or help us learn how to get a job, or or something. I don't know.
Tell me about the Commons. How long have you been coming there?
I've been coming here for about 9 years, I think.
Yeah. And
yeah.
Tell me about the people here.
It's cool. I love them to death. Mary's awesome. She's the best person. She's a saint. But I remember when I first started coming here, the Commons was so small. It was just that first property, and then this was a AA hall.
Yeah.
And so they maybe 5 years later or something like that, they actually took over this place, and then they expanded it and made it a big place. That's cool. But yeah, they help you out a lot. So I don't know. It's cool. But I want to see them do more things, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah. You talk to your kids? You have a relationship with them?
I try to, yeah. My oldest, both of them are kind of mad at me, which sucks, but because their dad was telling them that I just didn't want to see them anymore, and I'm choosing drugs before them. And that's not true. I've been wanting to see them every day, but I can't because he won't let me see him. I don't know. And then so actually my oldest son has started doing drugs too. Yeah, and so he got kicked out of his dad's house, and he was on the streets, but he got an apartment with my nephew. So he's good now, but he tried to come see me a couple weeks ago, and I didn't know until last minute, and he was in Chinatown by himself at midnight, and I was dude, my son's out in Chinatown by himself, and it scared me, and I freaked out on him kind of, and then he freaked out on me again. I was I'm sorry, but I just was scared, and I don't know. Now he won't talk to me again. So yeah, he's a teenager too, and he's just going through things. I think he just wants me to be there, and I'm trying to be there for him, but I don't know. I don't know how to, I guess.
Yeah, well, not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Because I'm still doing going through my stuff.
Yeah, again, I hear this, I'm stuck, and I'm figuring out how to get out of this.
Yeah. Exactly, and it's like I don't want nothing more than just to be like not like this, I guess.
Yeah, good question. What do you see? What your dream, your vision of yourself?
Having like a good career, like I want to go to school and so I can get a good career, and then I want to have my own house, and then I just want to be like independent, I guess, having my kids, and stuff, and then just having my family back. That would be amazing. And then getting married to my fiance, but having both of us, be sober,
Yeah.
before we get married.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah. I love that vision. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then also, because my fiance, he's very like, he wants to be what do they call it, activist or whatever. And we actually have been trying to like, we heard that basically like they have like town hall meetings for like the city of Seattle, and then there's nobody actually. I don't know if they might have got somebody, but I heard that they didn't have like the voice of the homeless people. So it's like all these like the budgeting and stuff like that. It's like nobody's stepping up for the homeless people. So like it's like all these places out here are like just using the grants or the funds that are supposed to be for homeless and using it for themselves and stuff like that. So it's like, and we're trying to like get the community of the homeless people and try to come together and then go to these town hall meetings all together or whatever, and so we can say, hey, we haven't seen any of that, and it's like, I think because we deserve it too.
Yeah, it's complicated. There's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And it's very complicated.
And it's not being like used like it's supposed to, I guess.
Yeah, it's complicated.
Oh yeah, but yeah, it's kind of hard when it's just me and him.
Yeah. You guys are in Capitol Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha. Anything else?
No.
Nina, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Appreciate you sharing your story. You open for a hug?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do it. Take care of yourself. You can do it.
Thank you.